capital cases, such as first-degree murder, carries a possible death sentence. A separate hearing on punishment is held before the same jury. Jurors will also recommend sentence of death or life imprisonment without parole. In this case, they would conduct a pre-sentence investigation. Before sentencing, the State Board of Missouri Probation and Parole may investigate to determine if the defendant is an appropriate candidate for probation and may make it a recommendation to the judge. From there, for each crime, the statute creating the offense specifies a range of punishment, such as 5 to 15 years imprisonment. If the defendant is sentenced by a jury, the judge cannot increase the punishment specified by the jury, but he can reduce it. In some cases where the defendant has prior criminal convictions, the jury does not consider the sentence. Instead, the judge decides the punishment. The defendant may be jailed, imprisoned, or placed on probation. If a defendant is sentenced to imprisonment, the sentence will be stated as a specific term of days, years, such as 15 years. The defendant may also be ordered to make restitution or to pay the court cost or to pay a fine. Offender convicted of a nonviolent Class C or D felony with no prior prison commitment after serving 120 days of his sentence may, in writing, petition the court to serve the remainder of his sentence on probation or an alternative sentence. The judge, after recommendations by the Department of Corrections, will decide whether to grant this request. After in prison or after this 120 shock period I just spoke about, prisoner will probably be eligible for parole before the sentence is completed fully. The Board of Probation and Parole decides when the prisoner is eligible for parole, and this is based on various guidelines. A victim or family of the deceased victim may attend the parole hearings and request that the parole be denied. A prisoner who has been granted parole will be given a date when he or she is released, is a release date. Lastly, the appeals process. If a defendant is found guilty, the defendant can appeal the decision after the court officially pronounces a sentence. From there, the Missouri Attorney General's office usually handles all felony appeals in the state. If the appeal is a misdemeanor conviction, the state will probably use the county's prosecuting attorney for representation on that. Outlined in RSMO, Missouri Revised Statutes, Chapter 558 outlines kind of the prison terms. I'll go over a couple of those. In order from the worst to the least, a Class A felony, which is 10 to 30 years or life imprisonment. Examples of this would include second-degree murder or first-degree robbery. Next would be a Class B felony, which is 5 to 15 years imprisonment. Examples of this would be voluntary manslaughter, second-degree robbery, and first-degree burglary. Down from that would be a Class C felony, which carries up to 7 years imprisonment. Examples of this could be second-degree assault, second-degree statutory rape, theft of a car, stealing, forgery. Class D felony holds a 4-year sentence. And this could be as simple as passing a bad check, uh, odometer fraud, parental kidnapping, things such as that. Down from that, on a county level, would be misdemeanors, and time for misdemeanors is usually served in the county jail. Um, from greatest to least, first being a Class A misdemeanor, you can get up to a year in jail for that. Um, Down from that is a Class B misdemeanor, which holds up to 6 months in county jail. Such incidents would be a DWI on your first offense, first degree trespassing, things as that. And the last, Class C misdemeanor, holds up to 15 days in jail, and this could be anything fairly simple as far as theft, anything less than $150, or driving with excessive blood alcohol content on your first offense, such things as that. I got a lot of my information off of the Missouri Department of Corrections webpage, www.ago.mo.gov. I hope this has been an informative speech on the Missouri court processes. Thank you.